Hey everybody, this is David Petty with CrossFire Faith and Gaming, an online faith-based community of gamers.
And I'm Russ Dornish, and today we are moving on to day 30, which is entitled Some Call This Enlightenment. So let's just jump right in. In classic spiritual stories from all over the world, the seeker moves through several levels, today referred to as levels of consciousness. He travels from simple consciousness to complex consciousness, and finally to enlightened consciousness, which looks surprisingly simple again.
The first simplicity and the second simplicity are in fact completely different. The first simplicity is necessarily naive and inexperienced. Also, somebody in the first stage must split their life, the natural from the spiritual, the light from the shadow, the problems from the easier times. But when they come to enlightened consciousness and that second simplicity, they've learned to include, accept, and forgive the negatives, the problems, and the contradictions that were revealed in the middle stage.
We could say it this way too. As we grow older, we live, love, sin, fail, forgive, read, wait, struggle, and search, presuming that we have to get it right all by ourselves. Finally, we discover both the source and the guidance, and when we place our trust in that larger reality, life becomes simple again. So, our question this week, talking about those levels, how would I accurately describe the stages I've gone through? So, David, how would you accurately describe your stages that you've been through?
Yeah, that's hard. Gosh, I wasn't ready for this one.
Oh,
Describing the
geez.
stages I've been through. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, I think I've gone through from a stage of kind of self-preservation, and survivalism. I would say certainly early in my young adult years, gone from self-preservation and survivalism to kind of self-improvement, to kind of then eventually, especially as I've had a family, to how do I then broaden that out to improve my family, and then improve my community and improve the world around me. So I think for me, it's kind of been stages going from, inward focusing to outward focusing. What about you, Russ?
Yeah, so I think it'd be something similar. I think we all go through the different stages at different times, and we experience different things just based on our living styles, and as we get older, the different things we experience. For me, it was definitely much more about preservation at first. Leaving college, it was about how do I support a small family, and then going from there, as you become a little bit more comfortable, you look at outward ways to help others, to look at different ways that you can support different communities and different organizations and things like that, so that self-preservation kind of goes out the window. So I would say it's very similar in that, for me, is it started with that self-preservation, focusing on myself, moving on from there, and just kind of going outward. And I think as you become more comfortable with life, you've been through more things, you've experienced more things, you know how difficult it can be, it's easier for you to do that. So I definitely see the stages also being a part of, as we age and grow, how we develop and move up those stages.
Yeah. Um, so the question is, what stages have you been through? For you at home watching these, I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. Continue the conversation in our online faith-based community of gamers on Facebook. And please like and subscribe and share these videos. We don't just make them for gamers. They're for everybody.
Yep, see you tomorrow. God bless.
Have a good one.
CrossFire.